Welcome back everyone, my name is Eltimar and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. Where we left off last time, we were about to enter Leper's Smile. Danger and distress rest heavy upon the scales, their measures soaring on the perilous march to Dresden. The army moves steadily along the bank of the West Selen, scarred with canyons and ravines. Suddenly a group of scouts returns, and Nevia, the leader of the group, makes two urgent signs to the soldiers. Wait and be quiet. She dashes through the ranks to the commander who awaits her report. We're in trouble, she whispers. The road ahead is split by a canyon. To get to Dresden, we'll have to go down and then up the other side, but the canyon is swarming with foul creatures. Vescavors, a real pain in the neck. They won't shy away from our soldiers' weapons, and they've already managed to gobble someone up. Looked like a caravan of refugees from Kyrieru that lost its way. No one has ever reported Vescavor so far from the center of the world wound. Where did they come from? Nevia bites her lips. They still haven't noticed us, but that won't hold true for long. Maybe if we retreat quietly. The commander makes a sign for her to stop. Find out what else is known about the enemy. Those nasty little critters that can ruin your gear and drive you nuts with their buzzing, Nevia says in a rush. They got a queen, the mother of the whole swarm. She's a right horror, but if we kill her, the bulk of the swarm will scatter, and we'll take care of the rest of them somehow. After hearing a scout's report, the commander prepares to convene a council to determine a plan of action. The commander and his companions convene a field council. The army cannot march around the obstacle, for there's no other road. Retreat is far too risky. Should the swarm notice the army and catch it out in the open, no one would survive. None utters the word trap, but fear hangs in the air. A swarm of omnivorous beasts just happens to be in the army's path. Someone has arranged this for their own nefarious ends. Rustling, grating, squeaking, humming, everyone hears the voice of the swarm, though the sky before the army remains clear, for now. How long until it's darkened by the flying spawn of the abyss? An idea, a decision, straight and sharp like a soldier's sword, appears in their minds. The Crusader Council grows grim. One unit must act as a live bait to lure the swarm out of the canyon and clear a path to the Vescavor Queen. The commander will rush the monster, killing her quickly before the swarm decimates the army. They will get but one chance. A dark question looms. Who will lead the fateful squad and be consumed as bait? In moments of extreme stress, one often says one thing while meaning another. These hidden words often reveal many a curious thing, and what do we see here? Irabeth nobly states, I'm an officer and best suited for the mission, but in truth she means, I cannot burden another with my responsibility. Eltimar, send me! Nura the historian emerges with an unexpected suggestion from behind the commander's back. This is just the sort of situation where ingenuity and knowledge of the enemy will be more useful than swords and armor. While she speaks, she thinks, I need to prove myself. The queen has yet to disclose her presence and watches quietly from a distance. The commander thinks he should do one of our companions. The Hell Knight Regil steps forward. My people will fight to the last, even as the swarm tears through our armor and strips the flesh from our bones. But his motives are plain. My superiority over the Crusaders will not permit me to cower behind them. I've eaten so many bugs in my life, it's only fair to give them a chance at revenge. The mongrel Lan hides his fears in plain sight. I'm a dead man walking already. A life such as mine is worthless. And silently he begs for more. Sacrifice me, or give me the chance to prove myself. The ones who distract the swarm will need a healer. Soziel is the only one who speaks plainly. A healer might bring a few through the Vescavors alive. The rest of the council remains silent, and the silence is filled by a chorus of, there are others better suited, and the commander needs me alive. Does the commander hear these unspoken words? What will they lead him to decide? The fateful troop will be led by Soziel. The commander and his party disappeared among the rocks, preparing to slip down into the canyon while the swarm is distracted by their bait. A tight-lipped Nevia shows the way. Behind them, the final preparations are being made. Soziel's eyes glow cloudy for a moment. There are few creatures as abominable for a follower of Shaylin as Vescavors, devourers of flesh and destroyers of matter. This trial will not be easy. The soldiers tread fearfully down the road towards the dark edge of the canyon ahead. The rift that yawns open before them whispers, rasps, rattles in thousands upon thousands of voices. Vescavors gather below, but the sky is open above them, and the flying creatures might rise up and attack at any moment. The soldiers soon find the first body, the mangled corpse of a refugee from Kyrieru. A few straggling Vescavors wriggle inside the dead man's gaping chest. Tiny larvae in greenish shells, all shuffling, legs and hinging jaws. They don't seem menacing at all. But then the rasping noise stops for a moment, and a high vibrating note pierces the air with new force. A blur of blackish-green cloud rises above the canyon. The swarm has taken the bait. The time to act has come. The leader of this fateful squad shouts that they shall hold position and fight for the soldiers' lives. Standing in the middle of the formation of soldiers, Soziel utters a prayer to Shaylin. From the outside, it would appear that the cloud of Vescavors will in a moment fall from above and destroy their forces utterly. Hundreds of spawn of the abyss gnaw on bodies and armor, destroying as they consume, but the cleric's power flows forth in waves, healing the wounds of his comrades. As if understanding who is to blame for the unexpected resistance, the spawn covers Soziel like a living carpet. The servant of Shaylin trembles, but he does not move or halt his prayers. The soldiers look on in awe, as though they are witnessing a holy miracle. Temporary success holds no true hope for the faithful troop. The foe is no great beast, but a million ravenous creatures, bringing with them the eternal hunger of the abyss. To fight them was to cry upon the wind. Their only hope was to rely on the commander, and hope that he was preparing to slay the swarm queen. What was happening down in the canyon at that very moment? Alright, well. Soziel being a boss. Not always, but sometimes he has his moments where he's actually pretty cool. This is going to be our squad, of course. Although I wish we had a Ruchelet so badly at this point, but we don't. And Nevia. Spots of light and shadow dance along the walls of the canyon. High above your head, a swarm gathers, dark as a rain cloud. There are so many Vescavors that they block out the sun. Luckily, you've escaped the attention of the swarm, which is focused upon the troops you're using as bait. For now, at least. With a tired gesture, Nevia wipes the sweat and dust from her forehead. There's anxiety in her eyes. Commander, the beast we've come for is on the other end of the main corridor. There's a lot of burrows and plenty of beasts in them, but we better not delve too deep. Our people won't hold out long enough for us to clear the whole area. On the other hand, I saw the bodies of some poor caravanners down one of the side holes. They have some valuable stuff on them. The bugs will eat anything we don't grab. They can't tell the difference between flesh and steel. Wait, so they're eating all the treasure while we're standing here talking? What are we hanging around for? Come on, there's no time to lose. Let's move. Good luck, I'm right behind you, covering your back. I'll catch up when it's time to deal with the queen. This is gonna suck. Vescavors are the worst. Let's get some buffs up. We will have, you know, a little bit of time with some of these spells.
I like you.
Like, Heroism lasts for 10 minutes per level. Why wouldn't we throw that on? It lasts for an hour-ish at our current level.
Yes, what?
We'll also get, bigger.
I'm here. Where else would I be?
And we'll get some bark skin, because why not?
No reason to pause.
Okay, we got that going.
Right.
Heroism again. Bless went out, right? Yep, we got 7 minutes of Bless. Should last for a bit at least. Do we have delayed poison, but it's on,
War must end.
it's 1 hour per level, so we can definitely just do that on everyone.
Yes.
We're gonna burn a bunch of our spells, though. Maybe just on the people that I think are gonna get hit.
Yes.
Maybe Woljif. Good enough. Alright, let's get Heroism on Woljif as well. It lasts forever, so... Alright, that should be good enough for now. Let's hope that's good enough for now anyways. There's a Vescavor swarm here. Swarms suck to fight too. They're the worst.
Rely on me.
Not you. Your character model's too annoying and in the way with the horse.
I'll need to review this spell later.
There we go.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
Off we go. 16 damage to the swarm.
Into the fray.
And Gibber hit both the horse and Sela, of course. Friggin' Gibber. DC 19, damn. Oh, she is not? No, she's definitely Gibbered, but I just can't end her turn now. There we go. That was very strange, but fair enough.
Out of my sight! Distract them from me!
Our will save worked fine there. Good. And our main character is not doing anything now because he is confused. Super. And so I think is...
Time
no,
to
he's
share
fine.
your treasures!
Got a little bit of damage off.
You've made your choice.
God, these things have so much life. How much life do these things have on hard? Only 58. I guess they have some pretty decent... How did you die so fast? You only did 10 damage. What the hell happened to our horse? Woljif, go on.
Cover me, alright?
God damn, this is gonna be annoying, isn't it? For some reason, everything keeps slowing down. Alright, fine. This is just irritating now. Come on, someone roll decently. Also, Seal, get back up.
Take you.
And get Freebooter's Bane on this thing.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
There's like a weird lag on everything we're
Into
doing
the
here.
fray. No glory.
Did they screw
without
something up
risk.
I'll remove this obstacle.
in this game now? Oops.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Taking so much damage. Everything has a serious delay, including, like, turnovers. Like, I can't do anything. Are we gibbered? Probably not. We don't have access to our abilities or anything?
I'll just have to
There we go.
resort to brute force.
Weird.
Skip the pleasant
Very, very weird. Anyways, our horse died. That's just the way of the world, I guess. We'll get it back later. This is the right way? Yeah, this is the right way. Another swarm coming up.
Keep your wits about.
I will
review
fight.
this spell
Why is he
later.
so far back? Oh, well, whatever. It's all good. Let's do a mutagen, because it lasts a good amount of time, and we'll just wait. I don't suppose we can slumber a swarm, eh? No. That's worth a shot, but I didn't expect that to work. We have a surprise round. That's kind of nice. Great, there's a royal guard and another swarm here. Okay, we are gonna have to do some actual damage here. Good job on that. 2 damage. Great. Alright, well. 3 damage. We need to heal our main character, but we don't have any healing on her. I guess we do.
Yes.
Why aren't you healing? The turn-based healing is very annoying in this game.
So it comes to this.
Did we get gibbered? We sure did. We had plus 10. We needed to roll a 9. We did not roll a 9. There's a lot of swarms.
The light take you.
Alright, well, it is Nenio's turn. We need haste. No, we can't use haste this early on. We only have 2 hastes. We missed really badly.
Distract them from me.
Oh, well, he did a hit at least. What did we just hit? Oh, we hit the swarm. Oh, that's nice. At least we hit the swarm with our wild flailing and confusion. I'm going to do the Royal Guard because I don't know if swarms are not immune to... Where are you going? She can't do anything. But she's not stunned or anything. She has movement. She's not grappled. She's got heroism and mounted combat, power attack, outflank, heroism, delay poison. She's just broken and can't move. This is really dumb. She wasn't gibbered. Like, she presumably had actions to do, but couldn't do anything. Like, gibber itself isn't bad. We can deal with it, but it's when you don't have gibber but you still can't do anything that something is seriously wrong with the
Never
actual game
stop
itself.
learning.
I refuse to accept their statement.
Okay. Can we bone shaker these things? No. That was worth a shot, though. Immune to Freebooter's Bane. Okay. Well, it was also worth a try. Almost got one killed. We are going to do haste. You know what? Screw it. We've succeeded our saving throws. I'm going to seek off for spells. Resist energy is not going to help us at all. Bone Shaker is worthless. Nothing really. We could just heal, I guess, but I don't really need to heal the whole group.
Into the fray!
Maybe those guys are
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
not immune to Freebooter's Bane. The Vescavor Royal Guards.
Cover me, all right?
Oh, he's down. Okay, now we get to see what goes on here. Awful. Okay. 9 damage. One of them said? Cool. We have last stand, so.
So it comes to this.
We're just gonna have to rely on last stand. Oh no, Darren.
Tactical retreat!
Shall survive
No?
this ordeal.
We'll just keep casting spells, I guess. In the hopes that we kill it. Okay, he can move. Good. We can heal. Also good.
No glory without risk!
You've made your choice.
Alright. Sometimes the encounter is really wonky.
Oh, skip the pleasantries.
And Woljif is definitely still gibbered and confused. At least he got the heal. Alright. Let's save and continue on. We still have haste, so I'm trying to use it as much as possible. I think this is the right way.
We are the light. They
No,
are
it's
the
not.
darkness.
Okay, let's go the other way. We're gonna do as few fights as possible in this place. We'll come back through later and clear it all out. But I just want to get to the queen and get that done. So we can actually rest and stuff between battles. We're going this way. This is the way we go. Wait, is this the way we just went? Yes, it is. It's this way. With the crevice. The bottom of the canyon is split by a narrow crevice, about one stride across at its widest. It isn't enough to jump over. Or it's easy enough to jump over. Or, in places, even step across. The obstacle doesn't seem to be a problem, or at least even particularly notable. But as you draw nearer, you hear terrible bleh. I need to pause the video for 1 sec there. The bottom of the canyon is split by a narrow crevice, about one stride across at its widest. It's easy enough to jump over, or in places even step across. The obstacle doesn't seem a problem, or even particularly notable. But as you draw closer, you hear a terrible droning sound coming from the crevice. It seems to be howling, as if it's alive. We'll look inside. You stare into the darkness of the void, trying to make out where the strange sound is coming from. Not all at once, but your eyes pick out the contours of a body in the darkness. Someone small, perhaps a gnome, a halfling, or a child, rolled up in a ball at the bottom of the chasm, under a stone ledge. He's crouched down, head to his knees, and he's hugging his legs tightly. It appears to be one of the caravanners caught by the swarm. He's crying aloud, one continuous tone, and it strengthens as it echoes through the crevice, building into something truly haunting. We can try and get him out. We'll just try that a couple times. I'd rather get him out. It's actually a pretty interesting event if you get him out later on in the game.
Watch out for trouble.
We'll get him one of these times. I wish I'd let you load in, or load from the actual conversation menu, but it does not let you quick load. Which is fine. Yay, not without effort. You manage to clamber down to the bottom of the crevice, tie the halfling with a rope, and pull him up. He doesn't resist, but he's little help either, dangling helplessly like a puppet. The Vescavors inhabiting his eye sockets seem to have eaten their fill, and you easily pull them out and crush them. The victim sits on the ground and continues to cry. The sound begins attracting unwanted attention. You hear the humming of disturbed Vescavors above. A mass of them separates from the main swarm and flies towards you.
Let's have some fun.
No, this is not going to be fun. This is punishing me for doing the right thing. We're gonna wait till other people's turns, I think. Just do this. 6 damage isn't the worst. Okay. Move over here. We have Bless on, but I just don't want you close to the Vescavors if you can help it. Not that they can't just fly through anyways. And they did, and we are now in melee. And we did 0 damage. Great.
The light. Take you.
We fight one at a time. We didn't get to do anything that turn.
Cover me, all right?
Did some damage. Missed both of our attacks, and we didn't do anything useful. Ember's turn. She's gonna move. 12 and then 0. Not the best round of combat. Sela is stuck, so she can't do anything. Main character is stuck, can't do anything. He's not doing anything. Always good times. Swarms are immune to magic missiles, so that's less than good. Let's heal everyone up, try and keep them alive for this. Awful. This hurts quite a lot. Can't do anything.
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
There we go. That was pretty good.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
We're so close to killing this one. We might need one more heal. Because we don't want to die. God, they hit hard. There we go. Saved that stupid guy's life. The halfling you pulled from the crevice didn't move at all as he fought the onslaught of Vescavors. He's still lying on the floor crying. I'll heal you and come back for you later. Magic can heal the caravanner's wounds, but not his mind. For now, there's nothing more you can do for him. He seems scarcely aware of your help, and his crying and shrieking continues. A moment later, you hear the screams from overhead. Leaning precariously over the side of the crevice, above, one of your men falls to the bottom and dies upon the rocks. The other soldiers, now serving as bait, are up there desperately fighting for their lives, and yours. Our morale is going down a little. We are going to need to heal.
Skip the pleasantries.
I think we're still good on buffs for the most part. How long until this one runs out? 4 minutes, okay. We still got time. This is where the queen is anyways, so. Where is she? I want to charge her, so don't want to charge in or to go too fast. Actually, maybe we can do haste
always
right
open to
now.
ideas.
Okay, I have had enough. I turned down the difficulty to core. I was at this for an hour. This fight is not well designed. I
Keep your wits about
just
you.
can't
No reason to
get
pause.
any more of my time on hard difficulty.
Fun.
It's not fun. It's just a mindless slog of hoping you get good rolls, and then you don't. It just is impossible. I got close once, and then everything went horribly wrong because Gibber. It's not just that she has really high attack rolls, because that, yeah, it sucks. She has plus 26 or 27 to hit or something like that on hard, which is basically our armor classes. That's fine. She hits for like 30 damage a hit, also fine. We can deal with those things a little bit. The thing we can't deal with is also her Gibber at the same time, because I can heal her damage, I can try and keep people alive. I can't also heal my own damage coming back at me and not dealing damage to her until we just die. It is an attrition that we can't win.
The inheritor.
And we're already
Guide
gibbered on
my
this one.
blade.
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
So, it took me an hour and 20 minutes on hard to come to the point where I didn't want to do it on hard anymore, and we won it in the first attempt on core. I am very annoyed now. Okay, anyways. Unleashing her last shriek, the Swarm Queen slumps to the ground immediately as if by magic. The distant sounds of battle begin to subside. Several small beasts sit on their mother's body, sinking their mandibles into it. The canyon drowns in the waves of scent, a sweet sporific with a hint of bite, like the crackle in the air before a storm. Looking at the slain monster, for a brief moment you feel an inexplicable sensation of not sympathy, no. The Vescavor queen is disgusting, but a strange kinship. What is it like to be part of a swarm, hostile to all life, hating everyone and hated by everyone? You take a deep breath and the sensation passes. Ugh, I can't breathe, I need some fresh air. Get me out of this disgusting hole. Agreed, mind you, I've had cause to see holes a good deal more disgusting than this in my time. Darren laughs, but they were few and far between. Sela looks at Darren in confusion, and a second later bursts into giggles. Have the fumes gone to your head count? Look at you, cracking jokes like the worst kind of bod. Anevia approaches the queen's body and grins. That's it, you filth, no more flying. It's good we got rid of her without suffering more losses. Just a little longer and we'd have been forced to bury lots of our fighters in this cursed land. Suddenly Anevia stops, her nostrils flare and her eyes scan the floor and walls of the canyon. She squats, pokes at some lumps of slimy substance, lifts them up to look more closely, smells them and then cringes. Anevia, is something worrying you? Aha! Anevia rubs an a ball of greenish slime in her hand. I bet my life that your gear had this nasty stench when we were entering the canyon. I saw the queen bug spraying it around to summon her spawn to her. By the way, did you know that smells are extremely effective in attracting the attention, not only in the insect world? For example, a tavern keeper in Canabris can, for 10 minutes, purposefully and doggedly search for a rotten fish that turns out to be in the pocket of his apron. Let's see if we can find the source of that smell among my equipment. You and Anevia search through your things and quickly find the source of the smell, a thin handkerchief. Looks like it's been soaked in something like the Swarm Queen's slime. I'll be damned, when the queen was spraying the sweet-smelling goop around, the swarm flew to it, like flies to jam. The chewed-up bodies of the caravanners smelled like this too. I checked. Commander, I think some rat planted that handkerchief on you to ensure that the Vescavors would find you. Eltimar's been tagged for assassination already? Our commander's all grown up. Despite his airy tone, Darren looks discomfited. I thought this crusade couldn't get any worse, but now we have a mysterious traitor who's trying to feed us to the swarm of repulsive insects. And here I was thinking you'd be first in line to feed me some repulsive bugs. No, my dear Eltimar, I have standards. What's more, my feelings towards you might be quite, tumultuous, but not altogether negative. So if I were to feed you some insects, I guarantee that they would be the most sublimely beautiful creatures you'd ever see. Well, in that case, the least I can do in return is to ensure the swamp I drown you in meets your exacting aesthetic standards. There may even be flowers. Darren laughs. We understand one another surprisingly well, don't we? Touché. Looks like I have some enemies in Mendev, and someone has decided to get rid of me. True. Nobody likes upstarts. If you knew what Irabeth's allies hissed behind her back when she was appointed head of the Eagle Watch, Anevia spits. Anyway, we need to keep our eyes open. That handkerchief could have been planted here by magic, but take it from a professional paranoiac. I think we've got a rat in our camp. In Canabris, we squashed the cultists time and again, but they were like maggots in a dead hog. Some could have infiltrated our forces too. We have to keep our eyes open and our guard up. It's time we got back to our people. I say we destroy the queen's body. I've heard the little bugs who eat the flesh of their mother can be reborn as swarm queens themselves. That's kind of the last thing we need, right? Fine, get rid of the beast body. Great, cleaning up after a fight is just what I like. We'll start here, and little by little we'll clean up the entire world wound. I am not thrilled. I'm happy the fight's over. But after so many attempts at hard, just to do it in the first attempt on core, I am irked. Anevia, Commander, what a relief. You're alive. I saw the swarm begin to thin and ran to you immediately. She pauses to catch her breath. Soziel wipes the sweat from his brow. My squad handled the assignment. I healed everyone I could, but my warriors had quite a fright. It's not very pleasant to be eaten alive, then healed, then eaten, and healed again. I knew I could rely on you. What happened up there can't be described in words, but you were the one who carried the day, Eltimar. Luckily, our forces are not as great as we feared. Not many are even wounded, but if you'd been a moment later, I'm afraid to imagine what might have happened to us. Unfortunately, the insect's acid ruined what was left of the caravan. Of course, I sympathize with those who perished, but we could have used their gear. Yeah, what a waste. We could really do with some supplies. If only they died on the road somewhere of thirst or meeting some wild animals, we'd be sitting pretty right now. I'm ready to sacrifice the loot for a chance to kill a huge, disgusting bug. Haha. What matters is that everything's over and we won. What are we going to do now? Since you're here, please take a look around. I found some painted ruins and the traces of something that seemed like a ritual. We need to figure out what this is. Huh, easily done. Nura leans over the magic symbols painted on the stone. I'm no mage, unfortunately, but I'm in the habit of thoroughly documenting all descriptions of rituals and symbols from magic books, especially demonic ones. Someone very recently opened a portal to the abyss here and summoned someone. It's not difficult to figure out who they summoned. She's lying dead right there. I can guess who carried out the ritual. Handwriting is unique, and even when it comes to ruins, I examined the Great Garrison after your success, documenting everything I found for Queen Gelfrey, and I'm sure that the hand that drew the ruined circles was the same in both instances. It's the work of the same spellcaster. Clever, to set a trap and exhaust us instead of fighting us openly. We shouldn't be afraid of demons. We lived through this little trap, didn't we? We'll overcome the next one too. We just need to keep forging ahead. Well, since we finished off the swarm and we know someone's trying to give us trouble, I suggest we get out of here. I'm done with bugs. Yeah, me too. Alright, well, we successfully did this. A huge runic circle has been drawn on the rock, probably with blood. There are some fights to do in the canyon. I might just do those between videos, just clear out this whole area. They're not exciting, they're just more swarms and Vescavor royal guards. We're going to go back up to hard difficulty, because I feel like we should. So we did that one fight on core. I feel kind of cheated, a little bit. Maybe I'll go back and fight it on hard until I do it. I don't really want to. I'll figure it out. Anyways, I'm going to leave you guys here. I have been playing this for a long time now, lots of attempts. So I'm going to take a bit of a break. I'll clear out the rest of the canyon, pick up what we can from the loot, and then we'll do the underground area in the next video. So as an addendum to the video, I did go back and finish it up on hard difficulty. It was still a very shitty fight. It took me another 12 or 13 attempts. I didn't bother to record it. It's the same strategy I used on core. Charge in, slam them with Freebooter's Bane, Smite Evil, and then just hope the rolls go your way. That's really all you can do. Yeah, and that's pretty much just what I did over and over and over again until eventually it worked out, which really wasn't all that satisfying, but I'm glad we did it. That's what matters the most, so. And I'm just going to go through the rest of this, and we're done. So, for now, I'm going to leave you guys here. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Take care.